In 2019, one company was valued at $47 billion. It was being called the next Amazon, the future of work, a movement that would change civilization itself. And then, in just 6 weeks, it all collapsed. Thousands of employees lost their jobs. Investors lost billions. And the man behind it all, he walked away with $1.7 billion. This is the insane true story of WeWork. And it might be the greatest corporate lie in modern history. To understand WeWork, you first need to understand its founder, Adam Neumann. Neumann was born in Israel in 1979. He wasn't a tech genius, he wasn't a financial wizard, but what Adam Neumann had was charisma, an almost supernatural ability to make people believe in him. In 2010, he co-founded WeWork with Miguel McKelvey. The concept was simple: rent large office spaces, divide them, lease them to startups at a premium. It wasn't a revolutionary idea, but Neumann didn't sell office space. He sold a religion. WeWork's offices were stunning. Free beer on tap, rooftop parties, hammocks in the hallways. It felt less like an office and more like a lifestyle. Neumann told anyone who would listen that WeWork wasn't a real estate company. It was a movement, a community, a way of life. He even changed the company tagline to "Elevate the world's consciousness." And somehow, people believed a venture capitalist lined up to throw money at him. But nobody threw more money than Masayoshi Son, the founder of SoftBank. In a meeting that lasted just 12 minutes, Son handed Neumann $4.4 billion. He later said he preferred crazy founders with big visions. With that money, WeWork exploded globally: New York, London, Tokyo, Mumbai. By 2019, they had 528 locations across 111 cities. WeWork was valued at $47 billion. But behind the parties in the billions, something was very wrong. When WeWork filed to go public in 2019, they had to reveal their financials for the first time. And what investors saw was shocking. WeWork was losing $219,000 every single hour. In 2018 alone, they lost $1.9 billion. And the more they grew, the more they lost. But it got darker. Neumann had been secretly selling hundreds of millions of dollars of his own shares, cashing out before the IPO, while ordinary employees had absolutely no idea the company was collapsing. Neumann had trademarked the word "we," and then sold that trademark back to his own company for $5.9 million. He took out loans from WeWork to buy buildings, then leased those same buildings back to WeWork at a profit. He was essentially stealing from his own company. And the board of directors? They let him, because Neumann had structured his shares to give him 20 votes per share. Nobody could stop him. WeWork wasn't a tech company. It was a real estate company drowning in debt, dressed up in Silicon Valley clothing. When the IPO documents went public, Wall Street tore them apart. Analysts called it delusional, fraudulent, a disaster. The IPO was pulled. The $47 billion valuation evaporated almost overnight. WeWork's value crashed to less than $10 billion, then $5 billion, then lower. The board finally did what they should have done years earlier. They forced Adam Neumann to resign as CEO. WeWork then laid off 2,400 employees. Many had devoted years of their lives to the company. Some had turned down other job offers. Others had their stock options wiped out completely. They got nothing. But here's where it gets truly infuriating. To get Neumann to leave quietly, SoftBank paid him a $185 million consulting fee. Plus, they bought back his shares for $1 billion. The man who destroyed $40 billion of value walked away with nearly $1.7 billion in his pocket, while thousands of workers got nothing, not a cent. So what can we learn from WeWork? Lesson 1. Charisma is not a business model. Neumann could sell a vision better than almost anyone alive. But vision without financial discipline is just a dream with a price tag. Lesson 2. When a company calls itself a movement instead of a business, be very suspicious. Lesson 3. The people at the top rarely suffer the consequences. It's always the workers at the bottom who pay the price. WeWork still exists today. It went public in 2021 through a different deal, but it never recovered. In 2023, it filed for bankruptcy. Adam Neumann? He's already raising money for his next startup, because in the world of Silicon Valley, failure is just another fundraising story. If you want more business documentaries like this one, subscribe, because next time we're uncovering another incredible story of power, greed, and ambition.